I'm almost wondering if this video was not meant to be made. It keeps, this is my third take on this video for showing you one of my favorite Shakeology recipes. Every time I get partway through, it just stops recording and it doesn't save what I've recorded so far. Anyway, today I'm going to try again. Today I'm making this I made this cherry blossom smoothie bowl. The first video, I actually made it in real time so you could see me making it, but that's not going to happen now. So I thought I'd just talk to you a little bit about it, show you kind of how I make it, what the ingredients are. Anyway, this cookbook came with as an accessory to Morning Meltdown 100. Morning Meltdown 100 was my first program. I was with a different coach at the time. The group I was in wasn't super active. And I guess after 32 workouts, I just quit. I was feeling really fired up to begin with. And then I lost it. So fast forward a few months later, Coach Shar advertises her 21-day fix group. I loved her vibe. I loved her energy. And I just was very attracted to being in one of her accountability groups. So I did the 21-day fix, got fired up again, got kind of restarted on, had a new day one, as they say. And then I decided, okay, I'm going to start Morning Meltdown 100 again. There was a lot of emphasis from both Coach Shar and Coach Katie on working on your mind, working on personal development. And so I started I actually remembered that part of the accessory pack bundle for Morning Meltdown 100 was this book. And actually, I didn't realize that not all programs come with a cookbook and a workbook. Just as an aside, it also comes with a tracker, which for some reason I did not finish. I finished the program the second time around, but I didn't finish tracking it. I guess that wasn't something that I need. Everyone's different in terms of what they need. So I won't go through, in my other videos I did, but maybe I'm not supposed to. The universe is telling me. Just kidding. This B100 book is a workbook. So it just goes through what is your why? What does your morning routine look like? It really encourages you to do morning routine, even though some people do choose to do it in the evening. It's called Morning Meltdown 100, but it doesn't have to be done in the morning. It asks you to ask who your accountability partners are. It gets you to record each workout. So it kind of has all the tools to keep you accountable, but also to work on your mindset. Every few workouts, there's a new page that says, okay, take 100 seconds, talk about what inspires you to keep going, etc. It's a really great workbook if you're into that kind of thing. So the thing that was different for me the second time around was the Team Beautiful Souls accountability group. There's just something special about it, and Coach Shar, and just the continual encouragement and support. So that is what helped me finish it. It was tough. I almost gave up a few times, and I'm pretty sure I, skipped some parts. But that's not the whole point of this video. The whole point is to show you a new Shakeology recipe. But when I restarted Morning Meltdown 100, I was fired up to go all in. Well, almost all in, because, I heard Coach Katie and Coach Shar talking about going all in and improving your nutrition and how important that was. Because to that point, all I had really done was, and I shouldn't say all, because it's quite an accomplishment. I had started working out pretty much daily with 21-day fix, and I started water every day, getting my water goal in. And so I had kind of conquered those two. So it's like, okay, now I can add something else. But I will say I was not ready to just change my whole entire nutrition. I was working full time and household and child and spouse and community stuff. I just didn't have the bandwidth in my brain to go all in on all of my nutrition, but I did want to give Shakeology a really good try. I had Shakeology from the first time around. It actually also comes with your complete solution pack, but I think it expired because I didn't use it. And so this second time around, I reordered Shakeology, and I thought I'm gonna really give it a good go. So I had vanilla. I saw this recipe and I thought I'm gonna give it a try. I can't wrap my mind around doing good nutrition all day long and changing all my habits, but I'm gonna start with breakfast. I'm gonna fix my breakfast first. Now, I'm gonna stop this video. I just don't wanna lose everything I've recorded already, so I stopped it and restarted it in case it fails on me again. Okay, so I didn't decide to go all in, but I decided to at least fix my breakfast, and I wanted to commit to giving Shakeology a good try. Now to that point, I think I had been trying Shakeology with almond milk, ice, water. It was okay, but it didn't excite me. And I know, and then I heard Coach Shar talk about, it's all about the right combination for you, because we're all different in what we like. And so you kind of have to experiment and play around a bit. And I actually fell in love with this recipe. Now, I can't show it to you because I ate it already, but I will just kind of go through what I did. So I have a really nice blender. There's a bit of a story behind why I have a nice blender, but I didn't before. One thing I have learned for this blender anyway, and I'm betting other blenders, put your soft ingredients first and then your hard or your frozen ingredients and on top, and it blends better. This recipe calls for almond milk. I use water for almost all my Shakeology recipes. You do whatever works. It calls for a cup of ice. So I started off with my 3/4 cup water, and the secret to making this into a bowl and not a smoothie is a little bit less fluid and a little bit more ice. And then it makes it more like you can eat it with a spoon then, it's thick. And in fact, I could have used a little bit more ice and a little less water. It was a little too thin yet. So I did that, and then I put in my almond butter. So this is the brand that I use, but you can use any brand. It was a teaspoon. And then I put in my, a 1/4 cup of frozen sliced strawberries and a 1/4 cup of frozen sliced cherries. And I love having frozen fruit on hand. It's just very convenient. And then for my bananas, when my bananas are going black on the counter, I peel them so that I don't, and then I put them in a baggie, a freezer bag, already peeled. And a lot of times I have them whole, sometimes they break. They're easy to break. I don't chop them up ahead of time or anything, but I just needed a 1/4 of a banana. So I put that in. And then I put 1 scoop of my Shakeology in, vanilla. And I blended that all up. Now this recipe also calls for matcha powder. I don't have matcha powder, so I just went without. And once it was done, I poured it into a bowl. I did capture some video of that, so you'll see that. And I topped it with some plain unsalted pumpkin seeds, a tablespoon of coconut, and a 1/4 cup of sliced cherries and a 1/4 cup of sliced strawberries. So you'll see that in the video. I'll add that on at the end here. But anyway, what I love about it is it's a bowl, because I was a little leery on drinking my breakfast. I wanted to eat my breakfast. I'm no longer leery on that. I often just have oatmeal and then my Shakeology on the side. So I have my protein and my carb. Yeah, I just had a thing at the time. I wanted to eat my breakfast. So anyway, that's a beautiful, lovely recipe. I'll show you the couple-minute video of me actually putting it together at the end. I'll tag that on at the end, and I think that's everything. But I just say give that a try if you're looking for something that helps you enjoy Shakeology more and want to make Shakeology a part of your everyday life. This might be the recipe for you. I'm so disappointed my video cut off partway through. I hope that I can combine them so that I can make it into a YouTube video. All right. So these are my cherries. Now, I can see mine does not look nearly as pretty as the picture. Just have to wipe my hands there in the sink, wash them. But you know, it's still pretty. So then I have my pumpkin seeds. You'll sometimes see some recipes call for pepitas. I Googled it, I found out pepitas are the same as pumpkin seeds. And then coconut, and is it a whole tablespoon? Yep, it's a whole tablespoon of shredded unsweetened coconut. Oh, and part of what I love about this smoothie bowl is that it is crunchy, it's chewy. I love that. I love the seeds in there. Anyway, the other ingredient you're supposed to layer over top is matcha powder. Of course, like you heard me say, I don't have any, although I just was in a Shakeology party online for Chev, one of our other coaches, and they sell matcha. So I think I will be ordering some matcha powder. So that's my finished product. It's pretty, it's tasty, it takes a little bit of time, but I feel indulgent when I take time to make myself a really nice meal. It's something that I would eat at like a spa or like a little bistro, and I would love it, but never take the time to make for myself. Now, this video was 20 minutes, just under. This recipe doesn't take 20 minutes to make, it takes 10. But I talked to you in between, and it's delicious. So if you're not really sure about Shakeology, try this recipe. You might really like it.